All right, guys, so here I am, of course, still in Chicago at the auto show, and we're taking a look at a electric BMW. This is the all-new BMW i4. So when BMW speak, of course, I means electric, and 4 basically is equivalent to a 4 Series. So you could think of this as an electric 4 Series Grand Coupe or an electric 3 Series, depending on how you want to look at it. So this obviously is geared toward the heart of the EV market, taking on the Tesla Model 3. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at this very important new electric BMW model right now. All right, so let's of course start by taking a look at the styling. Just like with a lot of recent BMWs, we do have a little bit of controversy to this with our big kidney grills up here in the front. This is the M50 model. There is also going to be a lower trim level model. I'm going to talk about the performance and the specs in just a second, but obviously this is going to be a little bit more aggressive, so they're going to black out the grille here. Most of this is sealed off, just a little bit down here at the bottom, right in this area, as well as over here. Does let you get a little bit of airflow in, but the rest of it's sealed off because obviously you don't need a gigantic grille like this on an electric vehicle. You have your M branding there, nice blue circle around the BMW badging. And let's go over to the headlights. Of course, these are very premium and upscale looking. You do have signature LED lighting with that BMW daytime running light and a lot of different three-dimensional detailing inside of there. Down below, you've got this area that's going to route the airflow into this fully functional aerodynamic vent. As we move on to the side, you've got your 19-inch alloy wheels. These are not too radical looking as far as being different from ordinary BMW models. Nice contrast design, red brake calipers right there to signify this is the performance version of this model. We've got another functional vent here. Obviously aerodynamics are super important to an electric vehicle, and we do have the M-inspired mirrors, which they're not actually fully connected, so they do still have the ability to fold with a nice gloss black finish. Now as we take a look at the side and its broader context, you're going to notice it looks pretty much like a regular BMW 4 Series Grand Coupe. You know, it's actually a very traditional design. This is not an electric car that screams, you know, crazy, look at me, I'm radical, I'm a new thing. This actually is something that's got a more traditional BMW look. So if you're someone who really loves the way that BMWs look currently, maybe you'll want to look at this instead of like the iX, which that one is obviously a lot more bold and stands out a lot more. Let's carry on to the back as well. I'm trying not to slide off of this platform here and break my neck. As you can see, again, traditional design going on here. I love this green paint color, really beautiful metallic, which I think really helps this show car stand out. And then over here we do have the full LED taillights, which have this cool three-dimensional design as well. This is the Sportback design as well. Now, you see, very sleek looking design. That's because this is actually a Sportback. So let's go ahead and check what's in the back. Look at that. So even though you've got that kind of sedan body style, you have nearly crossover-like utility. You know how I feel about Sportbacks. I love Sportbacks, and this is a Sportback. You can fit probably tons of things. I don't have an exact dimension today because I just want to give you guys a quick first look, but as you can see, underfloor storage as well. You can quickly fold the seats by grabbing one of these switches here. You do have a 12-volt outlet, nice carpeting in here, and a little cargo cover so that people can't snoop in on what you have inside of the back. With that being said, let's go ahead and check out the interior as a whole. Now walking up, you do have the new flip style door handles that some of the BMWs are coming back to again. And getting into the cabin. This is my first time in the cabin here. I have to say, again, very traditional looking design. Versus the iX, which I was just in just a second ago, this really feels a lot more like that traditional 3 Series and 4 Series model. Not a bad thing, it's just that if you were looking for that space shuttle design, you're not going to get that here. You're going to get that more of a familiar feel, so you could probably very easily transition from a 3 Series to this i4 without feeling like you need a whole course of learning to figure it out. What's big difference about this is going to be at the displays. So these displays are not the same as what you have in the current 3 Series. You've got a dual display setup. This is going to be a 12.3-inch display in front of the driver. This is going to be a 14.9-inch display as the main infotainment system. This is shared with the iX, and you've got that updated software for the electric models here with this newest version of the iDrive system. Still nice and easy to use, good performance, and you can control it with the control knob down here at the bottom, just like with any BMW. Got the same electronic shifter you're used to seeing as well, but the button is blue, kind of to signify this is an electric model. As far as materials, you know, nice quality cabin as you expect from a BMW model. So you've got the kind of leatherette material with stitching, carbon fiber, real aluminum, piano black, lots of carbon fiber through here, nice leather along the edges for you to rest your knee against. Very nice build quality as well, and a nice looking door trim with nice materials. As far as storage, pretty nice. This actually looks pretty big. I do like that we have a USB Type-C, and if we pop that open, you'll find your 2 cup holders, wireless phone charger, and another 2 USB ports inside of that as well. Traditional volume knob, so again, nice traditional touch. And I love this steering wheel. I've always loved this. I'm glad they didn't reinvent the steering wheel for this model. Nice meaty design, leather wrapped airbag cover, blue badging, easy to use buttons as well. And then up top we have a wide sunroof, so it's not a full panoramic, but it goes back as far as it can before it would impede with the rear headroom. And the last thing I want to mention before I kind of go into the specifications, which I think are very important, are what you're looking at in terms of the rear seat. It is going to be a very 4 Series, 3 Series type of space here. So, you know, rather tight. It's a compact vehicle after all. But as you can see, it's not too bad. You do have plenty of rear amenities like heated rear seats and rear climate controls and USB ports. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about performance and specifications. So your charge port is right here. Kind of just looks like the traditional lid for the gas. And as you can see inside there, you do have your charge port. As far as the ranges, so you have 2 different models with this. You're gonna have a single motor rear drive model. You're gonna have a dual motor all-wheel drive model as well. Depending on which one you choose, it's going to be different performance as well as different range. So the best range is going to, of course, be the rear drive model. That's going to be 300 miles of range as a maximum. The best performance is going to be the dual motor all-wheel drive model, which I should say is 335 horsepower for the rear drive model, 536 horsepower for the dual motor all-wheel drive model, and that model is going to achieve 3.7 seconds 0 to 60. All right, let's talk about the pricing and when it's going to be available to wrap things up here. So the pricing on this, like I said, this is going to be a mainstream electric vehicle for the BMW brand. So as such, the price is not too bad. You're going to start at $55,400 for that rear drive single motor model. And availability is going to start in Q1 of 2022. So that's basically right now. So you can expect that these are going to start rolling out to your BMW dealerships starting quite soon. I don't think BMW has used up all of its $7,500 tax credit as well, so that would also further lower that price, so do keep that in mind. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the BMW i4 full electric model. Of course, we are going to film this and give you a full in-depth review on our channel as soon as we can, so make sure you go ahead and go down there and subscribe down below so you'll see that as soon as it posts. Also follow us on TikTok and Instagram if you want to see some shorter form content as well as photographs and what we're doing in our day-to-day lives. Anyways, take care and we'll see you next time.